We're back with the Best of Bleav Network Hour on Stadium. Do you believe?
We're back, baby. It's the Charities Tribe. Pitch your free throws because they are free. Joshua Fisher, Alexander, Toss Me the Rock, Casopoulos, DJ, Nikki, Snacks, Kreider. Best of Bleav right here on Stadium. New show on Bleav. Farm to the System, a Reds podcast. Chris Dickerson, Paul Yanish. They came up together in the minors, then played together on the Reds. They cover the Reds. And here in this clip, they talk about their former teammate, Scott Rowland, making the Hall of Fame. Check it out.
On July 15th, 2011, he became the fourth third baseman ever in the history of baseball, ever to have 2,000 hits, 500 doubles, 300 home runs, and 1,200 RBIs. What? Along with these guys I'm not sure if you heard of them, Paul, but there's guy Mike Schmidt, George Brett, and Chipper Jones. No big deal. 3 Hall of Famers. But if we're trying to validate this conversation, it's like you look at the WAR, the 10th all time among third basemen, it's just anytime you get in the top 10 of anything in a game that's 150 years old, like you're doing something right. And with these 3 names are just absolute icons in the game. I 100% feel like it's deserving. And then thrown on the defensive part, he was truly one of the most extraordinary defensive players of all time. Anytime you're getting up close to double digits in gold gloves, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, there's no question. Those guys you're talking about are borderline cartoon characters, right? So for Scott to accomplish those things, that being that group, to me, it's very evident. And I have no problem admitting that I'm a little biased. I can preface it with that, having played with Scott and having an appreciation for the way he went about his business. But the numbers are what they are, and the length of his career, despite what you mentioned with regards to playing on the turf and, certain times having some health issues with the back and whatnot, I don't think it's really that close. I think that, again, to go back to reiterate, if you listen to what other players would say, I don't think you'd get a whole lot of argument on the fact that Scott Rowland's a Hall of Famer.
There's a big point of contention in our office whether Scott Rowland deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. They made a good case.
Across the states, not just in the office. A lot of people had points of contention with this Hall of Fame pick.
Just not a sexy pick, but great career, nonetheless.
Sexy guy, but not a sexy pick.
I think both of those.
Subjective.
But that's a bit subjective as well, Nick.
Sexy Rowland.
Yeah, we could throw a photo up and you guys could be the judge. Okay, I want to throw some stuff at you guys. Current players, Hall of Fame or not?
Any sport?
No, baseball.
Okay.
Verlander?
Yes.
Scherzer?
Yes.
DeGrom?
Yes. Look at the Cy Youngs he's won.
Yeah, but Santana's in that. Santana.
He's still got a lot of time in his career, too.
Okay. Kluber?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's got 2 Cy Youngs.
You think y'all said you had a quicker yes to Scherzer than you did to DeGrom?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got the stats.
Longevity, too.
He's got the World Series.
DeGrom still has feasibly a decent amount of career left, though.
Yeah. I think he's not there yet, but I appreciate the dominance, yes. Greinke?
Yes.
That one's a little tougher, but yes.
Okay.
So.
Is Mike Trout
Yeah, locked.
Okay. Mookie Betts?
Yes. There's so much time left in their career.
I'm saying no right now.
No, you still got to play more.
No.
He's barely 30 years old?
Yeah, but MVP, 2 World Series, 2 different teams, 6 Gold Gloves, he's got
You're retired today. How many hits does he have career?
I'm
Under
pulling
2,000?
that up. While I say that,
Under 2,000.
Under 2,000.
1,800?
No,
Okay.
not there yet.
Nolan Arenado.
No, not there yet. Under 2,000.
10 Gold Gloves.
I
7 All-Stars.
6
Platinum Gold
I think
Gloves.
right now, if he retired, he's closer than Mookie.
Mookie, yeah.
Okay.
Just because of the glove.
Yeah.
What about?
But Omar Vizquel didn't get in glove.
It's a great point. Bryce Harper.
Not yet.
All these guys on track, though.
Yeah.
Is there any guy that off the top of your head that I'm forgetting that's already a lock? I think Cano blew it.
Yeah, no, Cano's not getting another shot.
Votto led the league in on-base percentage 7 times.
Yes.
And,
Reds guy.
And Miggy.
And Miggy. Yeah, Miggy.
Obviously.
Kershaw, locked.
Lock.
Any relievers?
Kimbrel.
What about
I'm locked on Kimbrel.
What about-
World Series
okay.
winner, tops and saves?
Kimbrel? Interesting. What
He'll
about
be like a Hoffman type situation.
what about Altuve.
Great one. I'm pulling up his numbers. I think he's a hair under 2000.
I think so.
8-time All-Star, 3 batting titles, 6 Silver Sluggers,
I think
2
he's
World
in.
Series, and an MVP.
I think he's in.
So I'll throw Machado, Harper, Arenado, Betts, Altuve, who's the closest. Who's like right there?
Arenado. Just because of the gloves.
Yeah.
But
And
I think if-
positionally, like heralded as maybe one of the best third basemen ever.
I think if we're
Right.
talking about like winning and MVP, then Betts. Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Let's go
Freeman?
to what?
Freddie Freeman.
He's in there too. Those 6 guys are right on track to make the Hall of Fame. Kluber and DeGrom are interesting ones. I think Kluber is in the Johan Santana group, but DeGrom will throw him as the 7th guy in that 6. All right, let's go to Plakata, Cousin Rod, Carlos Pena, their guest, the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Check this clip out.
Seeing the moves being made, and you see the Grom leaves, you see Verlander comes in, Scherzer coming back, you see the additions and the subtractions. Do you think this year's ball club is actually better than last year's?
Well, I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's to play, that's to play it out. I mean, last year's ball club, I thought we were excellent. I mean, that was easily one of the best teams I've ever been on. I mean, winning 101 games is really special, but I mean, I mean, falling short. I feel like we had a really good chance to do it. I thought we had pitching, we had bats. Like our talent, and also the way that we gelled together. Like we genuinely cared about each other. It was a great group of guys, and that's why for us, like it stung when the last out was made and in the locker room. Like I don't want to feel that feeling again. And this group of guys, I mean, coming into the season, I haven't necessarily gotten to talk to everybody, but I mean the talent speaks for itself. But I want to be able to be better. I don't care how we get in the playoffs, but I want to be holding up the trophy at the end of the year because that's the most important. That's the most important thing.
Mets won 101 games. Didn't mean nothing.
Why?
Bounced.
By who?
Padres. Is this Mets team better this year than they were last year? Or
As good. Is that
Yeah, I think they're as good because they replace DeGrom with Verlander, and DeGrom was hurt pretty much all season long. So hopefully getting a healthy Verlander, and look, Verlander was great last year, Scherzer as well, and their lineup stayed pretty much the same. They retained all their guys. They ended up paying Nemo. McNeil's still on the roster.
they would be better if they had gotten a guy that they didn't get.
Correa?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have been, but they have their roster.
Still have Lindor in that infield.
True.
Escobar, McNeil, Marte, Canna.
Alonso.
They go get Kodai Senga.
Yep, saying
They
good.
go get Quintana. Like they
Good
went out,
rotation.
and David Robertson. To me,
And they have Diaz still.
this is the best Mets team I've seen since I've been alive.
Really?
Didn't they go to the World Series one year?
They did they lost to the Royals with
We
Harvey,
actually in
DeGrom.
our lifetime have seen some very talented, not only high performing Mets teams, but very talented Mets
the
teams.
Delgado, Beltran, Wright, Reyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that year was
That-
pretty good.
That's
When
a
they lost.
stacked team.
Yeah, when they lost to the Cardinals.
Dude, don't forget Andy Chavez.
No, I won't. I will not forget Andy.
And Luis
Chavez.
Castillo,
Yeah,
when he dropped the pop fly in the Subway Series.
It's horrible. I'm just looking at this Mets roster, and to me, if Senga, who's probably like the breaking point, and if you talk about health, if this pitching staff is healthy, I think this is the best Mets team I've ever seen.
When
Because
we-
you have Verlander, Scherzer.
The team that we're talking about though, with Delgado and Bertrand, what was their staff like?
Off the top.
Harvey.
No,
Right?
No,
no,
it was,
no,
it was
no,
a
no.
little
before.
before that.
Yeah.
They
Johan
I remember them
Santana?
being the top heavy, right?
They have
had
Santana.
Yeah, Pedro, Johan.
mean,
I mean, yeah, but
pretty
those.
pretty great team,
Yes, when we get back from break,
but a little
we'll
less
start off
depth
with
than,
that.
than
Take a
what-
quick
yeah.
break.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the pitching staff of the Mets. I want to make sure I get it all prim and proper
Yeah,
for you
do
guys
that.
out there. Fisher, Tassopoulos, Snacks Crider, Best to Bleav on Stadium. We're the charity stripe. We'll be right back. Dude.
Hang tight. We'll be right back in just a second with some more great Bleav content on Stadium.